Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. Believe it or not, it's time to put a lid on February of 2020. Welcome to another monthly recap. What are we drinking today?
Today we're drinking Fantasy Factory by Carbon 4 Brewing Company. It's a straightforward IPA.
Alright, you know the drill. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and let's recap the month that was February 2020.
Want to know about beer, wrestling games, or gaming? You've got to check out Gaming Off the Grid.
All right, here we are, another monthly recap. February is in the bag. This is one of our favorite series, though. I love filming these episodes.
I love doing it too, and it's crazy, dude. February went so quick. I know it's a short month, but it was even a leap year.
Yeah.
So, where's the time going?
It's flying by. We are 2 months down into 2020. It's been an awesome year already, and it just keeps getting better and better. But we're going to get going and rolling through the categories here. We start off with Channel of the Month. We're going to break a little bit of a rule here, because if we don't break it this month, we're never going to be able to fit him onto the channel. We haven't talked about this channel on an episode before, I don't think.
Nope.
The channel's skyrocketing. We usually do channels under 3,000 subs, but this month's winner for Channel of the Month is Retro Rick.
Wow, yes. So the filming of this, he's almost at 4,000 subs, which is awesome, dude. His channel is incredible. And what's cool about Retro Rick is not only does he just talk about video games, he talks about TV, he talks about toys, he talks about movies, he talks about all kinds of 90s nostalgia, all kinds of just pop culture things. It's awesome. Plus, he has a very sexy Southern accent.
Yeah, he does. And I mean, he's just sexy in general.
Life is pretty good.
But his channel is really awesome. His game room is awesome. He actually started a new series that I really enjoy, where he's taken $10 and proving that he can build a game collection out of it. And it's awesome because we've talked before, like, a good chunk of our game collection is funded from flipping things, right? And so seeing him do that and prove it, and I know he's going to get it done because he's just a hammer. But if you guys haven't checked out Retro Rick's channel, he's on the rise, meteoric rise. He's going to have a big thing on YouTube if he sticks with it. And we are so excited to be able to watch him grow. And it's just kind of like, oh, hey, Retro Rick, we'll catch you on the flip side, man. So,
and on top of all that, dude, his production, his lighting, his everything about it, his freaking thumbnails are dialed in. He's so professional.
Well, it is. But what I like about it is he did his year-end review, and I look at he literally just I have no clue what I'm doing. And if you watch his episodes now versus the beginning, he's learning on the fly.
Yeah.
And we're kind of in that same boat, so it's kind of fun to watch a young channel just freaking take off and romp and stomp. And again, if you haven't checked out Retro Rick, get it done. You're gonna love his channel. If you like anything we do, you're gonna definitely love his channel.
You're gonna love it. And speaking of love, let's go on to YouTube Video of the Month. And it's time to break another rule.
Yeah.
Why are we breaking rules? Because it's wintertime, and we can. Because it's our channel.
Yeah.
So get out of here. YouTube Video of the Month, Local H, Turn the Bow, lyric video. So it's not technically a video, it's a song, but Local H has a new album coming out. We're huge Local H fans. Dude, this song is incredible.
It is great, and their album's going to be out in April, I believe.
April 10th.
Yeah.
So that's going to be what's on in the game room in April.
Yeah, for sure.
You.
So just heads up there. It was recorded with Steve Albini, which is really cool. I know that's a bucket list item for the band, and it's going to just be awesome. If the songs we've heard are any indication, and this song, it's Local H.
Turn the bow to me, to somewhere we can burn. Tonight 3 times, I'll formalize. You can teach, I can learn.
Not gaming related, but it's a big deal to us. And if you haven't ever checked out Local H,
they're
what you doing?
Incredible.
Yeah,
so good.
The most underrated rock band on the planet.
And they're a 2-piece, which is just incredible.
And they were a 2-piece band before being a 2-piece band was cool. So
yes, they've been around since the 90s. So, ever heard of the 90s? Now let's move on to Video Game of the Month. This month has gone so quick. I feel like we haven't played that many games, but we've played a lot of light gun games.
Yeah.
So we just recently did a PS3 light gun buying guide, which was so much fun. We love light gun games. So we've been playing light gun games all month.
Yep.
And I think our game of the month, out of all the light gun games we played, has to be Time Crisis Razing Storm.
It's a quick hitter, so you can get in and out of it very quick. But for some reason, and maybe it's because we've played Time Crisis 4 before. A lot of 4s there. But this game, for when we put it in, it was like, dude, this is awesome. And the metal soundtrack is just
it's
surging.
and it's just like boom, 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 boom.
We're almost
almost there.
And I also liked that it wasn't split screen, whereas Time Crisis 4 was split screen.
Yeah,
so,
so we're all on one screen.
yeah,
you know?
so I liked that piece of it. We've dabbled in the game before, but for whatever reason, when we put it in this time, we liked it more than Dead Storm Pirates, Time Crisis 4, and all the other ones we played on the PS3.
It's a great game. You should check it out. It is fantastic. Now, let's move on to, I say this every time, but my favorite category, other one to recap, and that's Beer of the Month, because I love beer. What's our Beer of the Month?
Well, it has something to do with blueberries and pancakes, so I'm just going to go ahead and toss it right back to you because you're an expert in that area of
Yes,
life.
I am. I love just things that scream blueberry pancakes. And this was the 2019 Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Blueberry Maple Stout by Saugatuck Brewing Company.
Yep.
So first off, we drank so many amazing beers this month. We had Stone Cold's beer.
Yep.
We drank the Black Butte 31st Birthday Reserve. Like, we drank so many great beers.
Unibrow beer, the Maudite.
Oh, the Maudite. Yeah, that was so great. But this one won because I'd never had a stout that, first off, had that many ingredients, that delivered on what it said it was,
Yep.
and the blueberry maple taste was incredible.
It was
Like,
so
it
good.
tasted like fresh blueberries with fresh maple syrup, and I was like, how?
Yeah.
I've never had a beer taste so fruity but not be fruity, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it was so good.
It was delicious, and my favorite thing, the beer was great, but my favorite thing is, for whatever reason, we were just in a mood, and that's one of the funniest beer reviews we've ever done. So
It is.
there's some
It's
shit we
really
said
funny.
that I kind of wish we wouldn't have said, but it's also
I
fun.
know.
If you know anything about blueberries and or maple syrup, if you even eat them regularly, you can shit through a screen afterwards.
Well,
So
and also, they expire quick.
this could be doom and gloom. So
And the brewery's name is Saugatuck, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like suck and tug. So if you want to see that review, you should go check out that video for sure. Now it's time for comment of the month. These are always fun, and we try picking comments that either kind of pluck the fiddle strings or make us laugh for various reasons, and this one definitely made us laugh. This guy, so in our retro video game collecting useless
Yeah,
video.
it came out a couple months
Yeah,
ago.
pretty old. But his comment was, a repro collection like yours is useless. I'm thinking to myself, repro collection? What are you talking about, man? So I hit him back and said, repro collection? Like, is that a typo? Do you mean retro collection? And he's like, clearly those cases behind you aren't
not
original
real."
cases.
Obviously.
I'm like, oh, they aren't? I thought these were original cases.
Yeah, I thought they were original because we went to the store and printed them out.
So, short story long, folks, our collection is useless because of these cases.
It's so funny. And he wasn't trying to be funny, he was being serious,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's why we think it's funny,
Yeah,
because that was his comment. It's just like, okay, bud.
There's sometimes we get comments and I'm just like, I beg your jargon? But anyways, yeah, a collection like ours is useless because
Because of the fake cases.
These are fake cases.
It's funny.
Yeah. So, touche.
But I just love getting comments on our videos. It's awesome. Everyone that comments, even if it's kind of aggressive like this one and funny, we still appreciate it. And if you've never commented, please comment. We love and we want to talk to you.
Yeah. So anyways, now that we know our collection's useless, it's time to talk about what's on in the game room.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, so this is kind of a newer category to this series. We have been watching a lot of the history of the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes,
we're big
which
wrestling
is
fans. So
very fascinating because it starts off super early in wrestling.
Yeah,
Matches I have never seen, wrestlers I don't even know of, and it's so cool to see the evolution of wrestling through it, but then the evolution of the Intercontinental belt and like the matches, and it's so cool, so fascinating.
Yep.
And also, watching this has caused us to not edit as much as we want
Yeah,
to, because
yeah.
it's always on. I'm like, dude, this is awesome.
yeah, that's kind of, we always try having something on though because we spend so much time in here editing. So it's kind of like that side, distraction a little bit because, we love doing what we do, but sometimes it's like, holy shit, man, we've been doing this for 5 hours or whatever. So that's awesome. And I like that, the early day stuff, because there's even stuff on there before I was a wrestling fan, before I was even alive. So us kind of going through that together is kind of like, man, we've never seen this. So
It's really fascinating, and it's like a 4-discer, so
I think
it goes
it is, yeah.
up to pretty modern, which is awesome.
Yeah, but it's kind of nostalgic too because we picked it up when we were game hunting with Captain Algebra, so it's just kind
so
of a
it's
fun
tied
time to watch.
all together.
Yep, for sure.
Now, There's one more category left, but let's talk about this beer by Carbon 4.
Yeah.
Fantasy Factory. It's just a straightforward IPA. You're the IPA hater.
I am not.
You
Come
start.
on. Now, when we started the channel, and I wasn't a huge IPA fan. I'm still not the biggest IPA fan, but I do know a good one when I taste it. Carbon 4 out of Madison, Wisconsin. We had the pleasure to go there and enjoy some cold brews with our buddy Captain. This is a really good beer. Now, this, I think, is in that category of beers. It's not reinventing the wheel.
Nope.
This is not like a world-class IPA, but this is like a great representation of the style. And I think if you're a craft beer fan and you're like, I don't really care for IPAs, I think you would enjoy this. I think this represents what a modern day IPA tastes like very, very well. And if you like this, there could be a rabbit hole there for you to go down. I think this is a great like staple beer for their brewery.
Yeah, I think it is. And I think
flagship
this is a flagship.
The word I was looking for, yeah.
And I think this is a great beer for the masses because it's not too aggressive. It's a pretty simple IPA. You know, you got your simple hops. It's kind of a juicy element to it.
It does have a little bit of citrus going on, too.
It's really enjoyable as an IPA fan. You know, I'm always wanting more. I'm always wanting more aggressive, more juice, more everything.
Yep.
Because I'm never satisfied. But this beer is good. It's refreshing. I feel like a lot of people would like this beer.
Yep.
And this is just, it's awesome. The can art is amazing.
Yep. You know, I think the measure of what type of beer you're drinking is if this was in our area and sold in 4 or 6 packs, I think we would pick it up a few times a year.
Yeah.
If the price was right and whatnot. I wouldn't pay, $16 to $20 for it, but if it was priced reasonably, like an everyday drinker, I would pick this up a few times a year.
This would be a really good summer beer.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, here we go.
I'm getting warmed up.
He's getting warmed up, folks. Robert loves saying, "Ooh, I'd like to have this beer on a hot summer day," but I've never heard him say any beer that he wouldn't enjoy on a hot summer day. So it's like kind of applies to all the beers we have. But
yeah, but do you not agree?
I plead the fifth. So highlights of the month.
First off, plead the fifth. Are you gonna bear arms? Ooh, yeah, you got bare arms. Now let's go on to monthly highlights. Speaking of bare arms, so we're gonna get kind of nerdy with our first monthly highlight. We had our first analytical meeting.
Yes.
And you guys are like, what the heck does that mean?
So we're doing these monthly meetings. We've always talked about this stuff kind of on the fly, but we are really analyzing the channel and what's working, what's not working.
What we need to improve on.
Yeah, and so we run all the numbers and we sort it, and we have spreadsheets and all this stuff, and we do like a monthly recap meeting, not just episodes, right? And we go off-site. One of the derivatives of this last meeting, not sure if some of you have noticed or not, is our live streams are now only available to you when they are live.
Yes, and then we...
Yep, so they're no longer reposted for viewing at a later time on the channel. And the reason for that was it was really tanking our analytics after the fact, after we were live, because no one's going to click on a 2 to 3, 4 hour live stream after it was live, right? So we were looking at like all of our numbers and was like, man, I think these are really dragging us down post event.
When they're live, they're awesome.
Yeah, during the event, they're great. You guys are awesome. You guys hang out, we comment, we interact. Those are great. So we definitely want to keep doing the live stream thing. But since doing so, we have seen our, click-through rate, for anybody who knows even what the hell that means. If you don't worry about it. Yeah. It's stuff you don't need to care about, probably. It's just nerd shit. But it's really helped that bounce up to a really healthy range and increase the exposure to some other stuff. I think it also makes our channel page a lot cleaner for the viewer to scroll through.
Because it's not cluttered down with all these live streams.
Yeah. So that was kind of the main culprit, I guess, or thing that we derived from the analytics in this monthly meeting. We're always trying to... keep changing things up, but also keep them the same so you guys know what's going on, but also deliver the best content for you, the viewer, for each and every time you guys tune in. We're learning this thing on the fly, but I'm really happy with how the meeting went, and it was a lot of fun to kind of look at the, lift up the hood and look at the stuff.
And it was cool because we obviously talk about this crap when we're in here, and but we're doing other things. We never sit down and be like, okay, here's the plan of attack. Let's look at this. Let's look at that. Yep. And we were there for probably 2 hours.
Yep.
We got a lot of stuff accomplished. We were like, okay, this is what we're going to focus on. And it was nice.
Yeah.
And now it's a monthly thing. And I look forward to it. It's freaking awesome.
Absolutely.
Speaking of things that are awesome, collaborations.
Yeah.
So we actually had 3 collaboration videos come out this month.
Yep.
2 of them with Captain Algebra and one with Megadan.
Yeah.
Because I had the pleasure of going up to Captain Algebra's house last month.
Yep.
So those videos were really cool.
Yeah.
One of them, we talked about the N64 with Captain, and then the other one, Captain showed off his game room and showed us his top 5 things. His game room's so cool.
It is cool, and I really like how that one turned out in particular. I think both were great, but that one, it wasn't a full-blown game room tour, which I thought was cool. Like
Yeah, it was just like a little.
it was like cool to hear. Like it wasn't us just walking through. Like, oh man, have you seen? It was like his perspective, what he's proud of from his collection. I believe he's gonna do a full-on game room tour here in the next year or two. He's got one brewing, I believe. So
Which is going to be
Yeah.
awesome because we've seen his game room in person and it is so cool.
And then the collab with Megadan, we reviewed Stone Cold's beer, and we did the top 3 funniest Stone Cold Steve Austin player models in video game history.
The episode didn't do very well,
No,
but it's so
But
funny.
these are the type of episodes that I love doing because we had a ton of fun. We were laughing our nuts off, and it's one of those things we knew before we ever filmed it. This isn't a clickable title.
Yeah.
This isn't a trending topic. This
We're just
video
gonna
is
do it-
not
we're just gonna do it for fun.
Not going to do that well, and whatever. You know, who gives a shit? We had a good time, and if nothing else, you guys need to go watch Megadan's piece of the collaboration.
It's so funny.
He's freaking hilarious, and you guys probably heard us say it before how big of a fan we are of what he does. So it's just a riot. You guys got to check it out for sure.
It's incredible. Man, what a crazy
Yeah.
freaking month February was, even though it felt so short.
It's really weird. I love this series because you and I never pump the brakes and take a chance to
No, we
look at
never.
what we've done. Like there's times that like I go back and see videos that we've put out 3-4 weeks ago, and I'm like, I don't remember saying that. I don't remember doing that. I don't, and it's just because we're moving so fast.
Yeah.
We're just literally, we work, both of us, 45, 50 hours a week on top of doing the channel. So it's cool to be able to sit down and go, what the hell did we do that month? Oh yeah, that's right. We got some shit done. Anyways, guys, cheers to February.
Yes.
It's in the rearview mirror, but we're going to march right along to March.
You're gonna march to March?
March. Ooh. We always appreciate you tuning in and subscribing to the channel. Keep gaming, keep drinking, and guess what? We got merchandise. Click something in the description below. We'll see you next time, right here on Gaming Off the Grid.
Cheers.
Cheers to the first beer of the day. First of many, hopefully.
And to our biggest fantasies. Money, 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 money. Yeah, bud.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's gonna pay. Because $1 Million Man always eats his hay.
Hello? Yep, that was it.
That was it. Boom, spike the football. Get your wieners out.
Ooh.
Nope. What are we drinking
Today
today?
we're drinking Fantasy Factory by Carbon 4. It's a straightforward IPA.
And it has a really cool...
Unicorn cat. Dragon. Unicorn cat dragon dog.
Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. Believe it or not, it's time to put a lid on February of 2020. Guys.
Guys.